So you're saying it was Rachel's fault that there's no black people in Friends?
Probably. But what were we originally talking about?
Wait, I mean, Rachel, yeah, she didn't like black people. Huh?
What was the original thought?
It was,
Just,
welcome back, Odd Squad, to another episode
No, you
of
can't
Camp Oddwood.
No, you're going to make that a fucking editing nightmare, dude.
Campers, out of the water. It looks like somebody had an accident and there's a big log floating in the water. A big old turd. Oscar, was that you? I'm talking to you, Timmy. Stay away from that. That is not a dead squirrel. That is a big hunk of doo-doo, buddy. Everybody, gather around the fire. Get dried up and let's get ready for Camp Oddwood.
Welcome back to another episode of Camp Oddwood. Thank you for joining us. We have Alex, Zach,
hello,
Henry, Alexandra, and we like to party. Sometimes.
We like to party. So what's going on, Odd Squad? How's it hanging? Hey, campers. What's up? So we're going to start today's camp day out with a song. We will kill you.
Oh, jeez, I don't think Queens...
We can't. It's because if we sing the real words,
Yeah.
we'll get.
Well, I mean...
Okay, I'll do it like my old bullies from 4th grade. We will sock you.
Oh.
I'm not singing. Just like in camp, I would not sing. Fuck that.
That's why you're benched.
What?
Benched. You guys
You're
remember benching? You ever get benched?
No.
That's like a sports thing, I get what that
What?
is,
You were too
but-
enthusiastic. That's why you were benched.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was a starter, man. I don't. Sorry.
No, benched. Like,
All right, Alex, sit down.
It's too much.
No, like-
let's
no, like
get
in
your
the
dog out.
on the
Get
playground.
back
Like
on
if
the
you did something wrong, you would get benched. They
I was
didn't
not
call it that.
benched.
They never called it that.
No, it's called the principal's office.
No, like
Well, no, I just never got
No.
benched.
Yeah, I didn't get.
I know what you're
yard.
talking about.
Oh.
I know what you're talking
You just
about.
never got in trouble. You're
Santa?
goody two shoes.
No, I just never got caught.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get in trouble
When he was
either.
Spider Manning
neither.
the fucking
You
bungalows.
got benched a lot?
I was fighting.
Yeah.
I got
I
into a
got
lot of
benched
fights.
Because you were, like she said, too enthusiastic.
Whatever.
Whatever was going
No,
on.
I
Too
got
much energy.
so I got
Gotta go
benched.
cut.
I got benched a couple times for throwing sand, but to my defense, fuck that kid. You know what I mean?
I guess
So
Yeah, I agree with that. Little
no,
fucking bastard.
actually, so one time I remember one of the kids' older brother. There was another kid whose older brother was a camp counselor, and he would keep benching me for no reason because I got in a fight with his little brother. And what happened was, this is such a stupid thing too. I was playing Pasoi with him and a bunch of other kids, and then I won the game of Pasoi, and then we all like lightly threw the cards in the pile. And he was going to collect them and shuffle them again for another game of Pasoi. But for some reason, the way that I threw the cards was so disrespectful. I threw them the same way that everybody else did. I wasn't like, fuck you. I was just like, and then he's like, you're going to throw my fucking cards? I was like, what do you mean? What? And then he jumped on me, grabs my head, and is sticking his fingers in my eye socket.
Oh, yeah, I'd fuck him up, too.
And then,
Sounds like unresolved.
so I grab his hand and I rip it off, and then I pop him in the eye right after. And
Your
then
counselor?
the kid.
Counselor's little brother.
And then the kid goes, "Ugh!" And then he pops up right after, and then just starts fucking throwing some Mike Tyson ass hooks at me. And then I was in Indian style position, and I just go. And like fall back on him, and then he missed all of them, and then another counselor just runs and like, because he was a small kid, just scoops him up. He's like, whoa, why you throwing haymakers at him? What the fuck's going on?
Jeez.
And then the kid, he's like, he hit me first, and then he had a mouse that started to pop up, and then I was like, cause he was grabbing my eye hole, and then then the counselor's like, oh, all right, let's go into the arts and crafts room and then talk it out or whatever. And then he like forced us to hug it out. But that wasn't the end for that kid. And he told his older brother, and that his older brother pushed me off of the jungle gym. And he was a counselor. So I threw sand in that motherfucker's face.
Oh, okay.
In the
That's
counselors?
acceptable.
At the counselor's face, yeah.
Good.
Because he jumped. I don't know. It's probably not as epic as it felt to me as a kid, but he pushed me off the fire pole.
It felt like fucking
And he
Mufasa
was-
getting pushed off the cliff.
It did. And he was standing over me like, don't fuck with my brother. It's like, he fuck with me. And then he jumped down. And then I remember thinking like, oh shit, that's some big kid shit to jump down, not use the pole. Right. And then, and I was like, oh, fuck. And I thought, I was worried I was about to get fucking laid up on. So then I got a handful of sand. I was like, ah! And then he's like, whoa, yeah. And then
And then he told on you.
and then I ran off. No, he can't tell on me. He just pushed the fucking camper down the fucking thing. He can't tell on me.
So
He's
how'd you
telling
get
on himself.
benched? I'm confused.
No, so then the next day, I'm just playing basketball with Kevin Mitchell, and then he's like, Alex, you're benched. And I was like, what the fuck did I do? You shouldn't be throwing the ball at people. I was like, into the hoop? What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
That pass was too hard.
Yeah, basically. And then, so I got benched for that. And then I got benched for spilling some frosting when I was making, when we were doing the special cookies. And he's like, oh, you spilled some frosting. You're benched. And then I told my counselor, like, I think he has it out for me. Why am I getting benched over spilling frosting? Sarah over there, she just spilled all the chocolate frosting and nobody could have a chocolate fucking cookie. And she spilled all the sprinkles. Why the fuck am I benched? There's one dollop off of my fucking spoon. And then he's like, oh, you're not benched. I was like, well, then tell Etai that. Why the fuck am I benched?
Etai?
Yeah. So
does anyone else want to bring up any
or not Etai.
childhood traumas?
Oh no.
We got Alex sinking in his seat.
I had a
I
pretty good
don't.
childhood. I don't know.
I mean, I had a good childhood, but
I mean, I had a good childhood, but I had to deal with these fucking counselors. Your older brother, like, oh, fuck him. I wish I could throw sand in his face today.
yeah, oh yeah, it's fucking
And in
30.
his baby's face.
Yeah, I know. He probably has children. They're gonna catch some sand too. I'm pretty confident that I could deliver these hands. I mean, we're both adults.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I don't think you
now.
can deliver those hands, though.
Explain.
If you cut off your hands, how are you going to tape them up in a box?
It's a test.
You got to put them on your face.
I have
You're
friends for
lucky.
that.
And then you're going to use your hooks or your stumps?
I don't know. Maybe I could think ahead and get prosthetics.
How hard would it be to chop off your other hand after you've already chopped off the other hand?
So we have a segment for all of this today. I know. So people who have been listening to the podcast for a while now know that Henry has a tendency to go way off on a tangent. Sometimes
We're doing this now?
Yes, we are, Henry.
Okay.
Sometimes it's having a conversation with Henry sometimes is like we're on a hike and we're going through some dense woods, right? And then Henry's just like, hey guys, look over here, check this out. And then we're following him. And then we just keep going. And he doesn't tell us what he's trying to show us or where we're going, but we just keep going. And then we get there. He's like, I don't know where we're going. And then he just, let's go back to the trail. And we're, oh, what?
How do we
So
go
that's
back?
how it feels conversationally, right? So
Oh, my God.
Zach and I want.
Fuck you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. Sometimes I take you guys in a stalactite-filled cavern
Okay, sometimes.
filled with laughter and joy.
Sometimes it is
Other
beautiful.
times, it's in a shit creek.
Yes. All right, so yeah, it is like a box
like
of chocolates. We
laughter
never
and
know what
joy.
we're gonna
Never
get.
know what you're gonna get.
So yeah, we decided to build a segment. We're just trying it out today. We want to see if Zach and I can hang on because we very frequently get lost,
Yes.
and we're just like whoa.
Yeah.
So
I thought we were going to do this a little bit later because I only have so much to kind of go off of from what we've talked about. Because I thought we were going to do like a roundup.
I thought we were doing two different things. I thought you said they were doing a roundup and then
you guys trying to stump me.
yeah.
Oh, this is the stumping of me?
Well, this is yeah.
I'm lost in the conversation now.
This is the stumping.
Oh, you're building it up like, oh, I'm going to go on my tangent now or my roundup.
Oh,
You kind of did.
okay,
a little
fair
bit,
enough.
A little bit.
Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do another one where it's Alex stays on topic.
Well, no, your thing was really well put together as far as the hiking, and now you're trying to put me on that beaten path.
Okay, yeah. So basically, Henry stumps the shit out of us a lot of the time. You guys notice it if you listen to it. If you haven't, listen to the other episodes. And today, we're going to see if we can stump. Or we're trying to stump him, or he's trying to stump us. Or we're trying to see if we can hang on to him trying to stump us.
We're
I'm lost.
trying to stump
Just decide.
him.
We want to stump him? All right. All right. So we're going to try to stump Henry. So the way that this works is we're going to have a conversation. We don't know. It's not going to make any sense, so sorry in advance. And we're going to see if the first person, or whenever one of us just has nothing to say and we're just...
Yeah, because
then you have to sit down. So then we're double teaming him. But if either of us is like...
yeah,
and we're shaky, then we got to sit down, and then it's one-on-one, and whoever, our aim is to get Henry to be not have anything to say.
to get to where we were always at.
Yeah, and but if not, if we can't do it, then and we both lose, then we got to give it up to him.
Like I said before the podcast, I'm fine with losing.
All right, so
So what am I doing?
I mean, you're just being you, baby.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, all right.
That's right. Okay. You guys are trying to stump me.
yeah.
So, light topic. Okay.
Light topic. Let's do it.
All right. So we're gonna do. So I'm just gonna mention a hot take. Okay.
Okay.
Hot take. Hot take. Some of this body positivity stuff
Yes.
is not quite body positivity,
Okay.
because it's always like women. A lot of times it's women who are very curvy and attractive saying like, oh, body positivity is like, yeah, it's easy to be positive about a generally beautiful woman regardless if she has a little extra meat on her bones. What we should really be talking about is people who are really like differently shaped, like Walmart. What's that meme page? Is like people of Walmart.
Oh yeah.
People built like that, where like people who have upside down triangle shaped asses.
Yeah.
That's real body positivity, to be positive
That
about.
was so specific.
To be about that.
really
Yeah.
was.
People on rascal scooters with multiple rolls hanging off the back of the seat.
Yeah.
That's body positivity. You know what I'm talking about? People with swollen feet. That's body positivity.
Well, people.
Or like cankles.
Yeah.
Like, but it's like their legs are Popeye legs or Popeye's arms.
Yeah. But
Kind-
only
kind
when
of
they
like-
eat spinach.
Elephant feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should all be body positive.
So-
So where's the line?
Yeah.
Well, I just think people like that just need to find the proper line of work, because maybe they're shopping at Walmart because, oh, they can't make that much money, but they just need somebody, like you're saying, body positivity, to, like, that person would be great at a winery crushing grapes.
They would be, but how positive is it? So do we need to charge them with positivity rather? I mean, how negative are we with these people's?
Well, I'm thinking that we need to have like a Walmart like theme park.
So they're all these people are like the bearded woman.
Yeah, where everything's
The freak
cheap,
show.
but like, well, no, not the freak show, but like where everything's cheap, but like all the rides are like, let's celebrate body positivity, and so they like prod you in one
Until
ride,
you're positive.
until you're positive
They
about it.
prod you with positive energy
Yes. Like
until
good vibes. And
Yeah.
Like, oh, here you go. Now
Until-
you have several burn tattoos of positivity on
yeah,
on you.
Plus signs.
And
plus
then-
signs on your sternum.
Yeah.
I tell you one thing, it's very plus ultra of them to do that.
While we're getting real anime with it. Oh,
Anime.
Fat
There you go.
Real
Hi-
fat gum up in he.
oh, you're fat. Oh, but see, that's the thing though.
You see, if they can't build up enough positive energy, they can't disperse it in a positive way.
But what
via
if somebody farts?
Via farts, yeah.
Yeah, because fat gum, that was his whole thing, is that he was real chubby, but then he would get real like attractive. But that's not positive. You got to be positive about his chubbiness and be like, that's strength.
Yeah, because he's not strong when he's hot.
Yeah, that's body positivity. It's to
'cause-
be like, look how weak you are when you're ugly
Yeah.
or cute.
Well, you remember that story about Canton, right?
Canton?
Canton.
Canton?
Canton.
Yeah. Canton.
Where's that?
Well, it was the story about the little boy that was a little on the heavy side.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, he was trying to, like, he just one day was like, you know what? I'm tired of doing this. I'm going to motivate myself and get in this shape. And he chose swimming. And, well, he drowned. Because that was, like, the first activity that he did. And he was just too heavy.
That was
Yeah.
a mistake.
This has nothing to... Oh. Canton.
No.
Canto. Canto. I was thinking
Can't-
Pokemon the whole time, bro.
Oh, no. No, that was ass.
Ass
red.
ketchup.
Ass ketchup.
So
I
it's-
hate it when I get ass ketchup.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have to stop shaving your ass with a straight razor.
Or stop drinking so much beet juice.
Nah, I'm thinking
Oh, beets are
stuff.
so good for you. Don't
are.
stop.
Yeah,
Eat
it
the
cleans
beets,
it out.
bro. And then beet.
Oh,
meat.
fuck.
Eat my beet juice inside my ass, suck it up,
Who's-
and make me want to
Whose celebrity ass ketchup would you eat? Okay, I'm going to explain ass ketchup. It's
Brendan Fraser's.
Good choice. Especially a young Brendan
I
Fraser.
still need the explanation of gas ketchup.
Ass ketchup is when a person's booty is so tight that they could make ketchup out of the tomatoes by squeezing the tomatoes and turning them into ketchup with just their ass.
But then that would mean that they also have high fructose corn syrup in their ass.
That's not good for you.
Not in your butt. Or
Okay.
just in your gut.
But
we're in
okay,
Europe.
so who
Be having that.
whose ass ketchup? I mean, there's plenty of ass, like probably famous people who's. I mean, anybody who's hygienic and has a nice, strong derriere.
Dora the Explorer.
Yeah, okay, that's animated and she's young.
I don't know.
I thought he was talking about the actress that portrayed Dora in the live action movie because she's technically an adult now.
Now,
I think she was 16 or 17 when they filmed that movie. But that movie's already like 2 or 3 years old.
oh, that's true. Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Is your choice?
He has strong cheeks. I think you can make a lot of ass ketchup.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm thinking about how clean the cheeks are.
He showers 3 times a day.
That's unenvironmentally good.
I know, but if we're talking about cleanliness,
Well, that's still though. Like he's
okay, you can't be about the environment when I say try to give a reason why someone's cleanliness, and then be about cleanliness when if I'm talking about the environment. You're like, oh, see, you want that girl who doesn't wash as often. She washes once a week because she's environmentally friendly. Those aren't clean cheeks. That's why I'm not selecting those cheeks. I'm not about environmental
Dora's
science right
cheeks
now.
are dirty as fuck. She's animated. She doesn't clean at all.
So you're saying that okay, so yours is gonna taste like ink.
It's gonna taste like static
I tell you one thing.
because it's electricity.
Well, no, because they draw her. She's animated.
I'm not watching them draw her.
Good luck
watching
on
her
getting Dora the
on a
Explorer
TV.
ass
Yeah, but
ketchup.
they make
Swiper's
her
gonna swipe.
via drawing her.
Swiper doesn't swipe though.
He's
That's
gonna
why
swipe
her
that
ass
ass
is dirty.
ketchup.
No,
You mean Swiper doesn't wipe?
Swiper doesn't swipe either. Not that ass.
It's.
Why are we
swiping and
talking
swapping.
about a child cartoon in this strange way?
Okay, Alex got stumped.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That was the whole point.
Why are you stumping me?
I was
Zach?
trying to stump him, but then you got mad at me for trying to stump him, and then you stumped yourself.
Pick a child cartoon. Oh man, we got to get on the same page next time.
I was hoping that you would just go all out, and you didn't.
I was hoping that you wouldn't choose a child's cartoon. Even though she's animated, she's still like 8.
Like I said, this was going to be impossible, so you have to go into some dark fucking corners to see. But, you know, Henry's just so good, and he just goes along with everything. And then you just caved. You immediately
It was too
caved.
much.
I'm sorry, but maybe you have to go that far
You were
to
hanging
get
in
the
there.
job done.
Fucking.
Have you guys seen the memes about the new Dora the Explorer that's coming out?
No.
What, the live action?
Oh no, they're making another animated show.
Oh,
But like
really?
they updated like the animation and everything. And I think it's 3D. But like they gave her like teeth, and she looks like she bites. Like
They did the same thing with SpongeBob.
With
yeah,
Patrick,
the movie?
right? Or no, they just have a whole separate Patrick show that's going to be coming out, or is already
Oh,
out.
really?
Really?
Damn. They don't know how to
Aw,
let shit
man.
fucking die.
Well, the original creator they let die, and that's why they're doing all these spin-off things. 'Cause I don't think he would have been okay with that.
Well, yeah, I don't know if they let him die. I think
Well,
he
they
just...
killed him.
He just died. I'm just kidding. But like, they let him die. It was their fault.
Yeah,
They sold him the heroin.
Yeah, they killed him. They killed him.
They overworked him on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, on a scale from 1 to 10, I think we can agree that we hit a 0 on the stumping of Henry.
Yeah. No, we tried.
No, we tried, but I mean,
give us a 1 for effort.
This was fun.
1 for effort.
I liked it.
Of course you liked it.
I thought, like I said, I thought it was going to be impossible. He just rolls with everything. You're just very adaptable, Henry.
Yeah.
I try.
All right. How about
Sorry.
adapt to this real quick? Okay, ready? Caramel. Don't smell. Can you tell I fell? Watch my eyes. Where'd they go? Oh no. Who's a hoe?
Joe Jonas.
Motherfucker.
See, I told
You
you.
a hoe.
That was the only answer too. Like I don't know how
He's just
he
too
does
good.
it. He's the oracle of
Joe.
randomness.
Yeah.
Joe.
He's like the father of the Matrix.
Yeah. Yeah. Round the campfire.
Around the camp.
With- What do they call them? The storytellers? In
Witch Doctor.
no, okay. I don't know why I asked.
Medicine
Henry.
Man.
No. All right.
Folklore?
Medicine Man. I was thinking Method Man.
I like Zach's Method Man.
Yeah, dude. Fucking
And you're Red Man.
Wait, before we get
Where's my
wait,
gap?
hold up. Before we get to this, then, which Wu-Tang members are we? And no, I don't think I'm Red Man.
No, you're not. You're.
I think he's
more-
Red Man actually.
am.
You're more Giza. I think I'm.
RZA? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I think
But
I'm more
you're saying
Method
because you
Man,
think I have a
actually.
speech impediment. That's fucked up. But you're Method Man because you're the tallest and you're kind of aggressive but happy. Yeah, I'm RZA. And then Jensen's old ODB
Totally.
because he's not here anymore, like physically. But then ODB's not on this earth. All right.
So it starts and it says obligatory
Obligatory.
on mobile. Please excuse the formatting. English is my first language, so tell me off for spelling or grammar mistakes.
I think you meant to say isn't my first language.
No, it specifically says English is my first language, so tell me off for spelling or grammar mistakes.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I've never heard that before. People going like, "Please bash me if you see something wrong."
Put the
Because
grammar
I
hammer
should
down.
know this.
English is my first language, and if I don't know what I'm doing, please tell me. is what he's going for. Okay. When we met, my 35 male, he's 35, girlfriend, 29 female, was very shy and self-conscious. Over the last 2.5 years, I've really helped her get over that. A lot. She's gone from telling me I'd never see her fully naked to regularly asking me to top up her glass of wine in the bath. Quote, or in parentheses, we live together. Like sometimes twice per bath, and she has a bath almost every day. It's become a very flirty moment for us as she makes a big deal of showing off. It's something that started over the last few months. Due to her PCOs, not sure what that acronym stands for. If you guys have PCO.
Physical
I know what it
contact.
is.
Oh, what is it?
It's like endometriosis. It's called PCO. It's like,
What do the letters stand for?
I don't know.
Okay,
Oh.
that's, but continue with,
It's like you got bad shit going on in your ovaries.
okay.
That's what it means.
Due to her PCOs, she skipped a few periods. And today she got her first one in 4 months. So it's the first time she's been on her period since she started asking me to come in and top up her wine. So she casually asked me to come and top up her wine in the bath like always. But I got a bit freaked out and didn't want to go in there and see her in the bath whilst on her period. Maybe I'm old-fashioned or something, but I'm just not comfortable seeing it. I know a lot about it and talk about it with her and give her ice cream or cuddles or whatever she needs on her period. For context, the conversation went, in parentheses, via mobile as I was gaming, in parentheses, her. Fancy topping me up and checking me out? Me. Are you sure? Her. Yeah, why not? Me. Because you're on your period. Isn't that gross and stuff? And a bit weird? Her. Oh, sorry, I didn't think. Sorry for being a weirdo. Me. Nothing to be sorry about. It's just a weird thought. If you want me to, I will, though. Her. No, that's okay. Forget it. Me. I'm happy to if you want me to. Her. Okay, it's safe for you to come in now. End of conversation. And it goes back to the story. But here's where I may be an asshole. She apologized a lot as she hadn't thought of that. Then I told her it's fine, and if she's okay with it, it'll still come up, Then I told her it's fine, and if she's okay with it, I'll still come in and top her off. I don't want to make her self-conscious again or upset, etc. But she agreed only when she had a towel covering herself in the bath. She was upset as well. Reddit. Am I the asshole for not wanting to top her off with wine in the bath when she's on her period and making her self-conscious again and upset?
I mean,
He is an asshole. And I found out what PCOS means. It's polycystic ovarian syndrome.
oh, okay. So the one thing that I would say that makes him to me potentially less of an asshole is that he didn't want that outcome. But his first reaction was that, and then he tried to rectify it after the fact, right? So, because he didn't like just stay on that hill and was like, no, like why the fuck? It's like, if you don't mind it, yeah, I'll come. And then now he's dealing with the consequences. I think that, I don't know. Some people
I think
off
he's-
bat are just not as comfortable with that kind of thing. We have an open door policy. You're fucking taking showers while I'm shitting, so we have a different outlook on this. But some people are different about it. I think the one thing that I would say to your point is that if he was part of her journey to get that confidence, I would imagine that he should have. Why wouldn't he be a little bit more mindful that could potentially have that
Well,
effect.
it was the way he said it in their little chat thing. Like,
It was-
isn't that gross? Isn't that gross?
Yeah, that's true.
And then made her feel shitty for
No,
like,
he
thinking
didn't-
because she's like, oh, sorry, I don't know why I would ask that.
I don't think he tried
I
to
don't
make her
like-
feel shitty.
I don't like the words he used as far as like call me old fashioned, but it's like
Yeah.
What?
you mean immature.
Yeah,
Yeah,
immature,
True.
not old fashioned.
That's true. Yeah,
Like, ooh, icky, blood, vagina.
because he's in his
ooh.
30s, right?
It's like
Woman
what?
on her period, gross.
I'll give you guys the ages again. He's
33?
35.
35.
35.
And he's
Fuck
still
that
like,
guy.
oh, periods are icky. Jesus.
Sorry.
Okay.
Fuck his stance on periods.
Some people.
I feel like
This is gonna be great.
I don't even know if it's that. I feel like it could be even. I don't want to say so much deeper, but it could be the fact that like he said, "Oh, it's like become our flirty time. This is the only time she feels comfortable." It's like, "Oh, she's on her period. I'm at a game because I'm not going to get anything from this. We're not going to have sex because it."
Why
For me,
not?
it didn't turn into a flirty time because she's on her period, and I think, oh, we're not gonna fuck on her period, so
Or
that's
maybe
why
he's saying that maybe he's not saying it straight up, but the flirty time usually leads to sex, and he doesn't want to have period sex.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if that's the case,
I don't think she'd be open to it either, though, to be honest, because she's self-conscious about her
but
body.
maybe
in
she was
general.
trying to.
She could've,
Maybe she
yeah.
was getting there,
Yeah,
and then
I
he
feel
fucked
like
it up.
she was becoming more comfortable, and this was a showing comfort, and then he demonstrated a not so swell behavior.
But I don't know if it's fair.
So you're saying he's not an asshole? Just say it.
No. Wait. Damn.
he's not a complete asshole.
I'm just saying that it's if people are able to have their preferences, right? Like women have all these parameters around how they want the sexual experience to be. That this guy can have his parameters. He doesn't have to, like, be like, oh. I don't
I
like
don't know,
period sex.
just-
I think that you should.
He wasn't going in the bathroom to fuck her. He was going in the bathroom.
But I'm just saying, if that was
top off her
potential.
wine when she
Yeah, but then
has
the whole
an
thing-
ovary cyst
No,
on her
okay,
period.
no.
Okay, that's what it is.
No,
That's what it is.
That's not about the ovarian cysts. So,
Well,
okay, if you have
someone who has
ovarian cysts, I have to
cyst
do
probably has
Told you
harsher
this is gonna be
periods.
harsher periods.
Yes, they do.
Okay,
Look it
yeah.
up.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. But what does that have to do if they're talking about sexy time or flirtation?
If
So she's
she's
like,
taking
anything
a
that
bath,
has to do with
she's
my
topping it
pussy,
off.
you have to do because I have an ailment related to my pussy.
I have an ailment. I feel secure in the bath. I asked you to top me off, and you say, "Ew, icky."
You guys
That's
are missing.
gross.
But not ew, icky ovarian cysts, just period.
Just
the
ew,
the,
icky
the
period.
other area that I would give you is that he has a misunderstanding of periods. He's like one of those motherfuckers who thinks that you're gonna be attacked by a shark if you're on your period.
Yeah.
Because it's not just bleeding into the fucking tub.
I know.
Right? So that's the part
child.
where I'm not on his side with that because it's a huge misunderstanding of it. And I'm sure if she was bleeding in the tub, she wouldn't have called them over in the first place.
I'm gonna reread a section of the story.
Okay.
Because we took it to like a
different level.
oh, are we gonna fuck on your period or not? Which has nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
story.
Well, I kind of brought that up because they notated that that's their flirty time.
So I'm gonna reread that section. When we met, my 35 male girlfriend, 25 female, was very shy and self-conscious. Over the last 2.5 years, I really helped her get over that a lot. She's gone, and this is the most important part, she's gone from telling me I'd never see her fully naked to regularly asking me to top her off with a glass of wine in the bath. So she jumped from one
Okay,
thing.
so it's just the nudity, probably not the sex part.
And then,
Okay.
and it continues, like sometimes twice per bath, and she has a bath almost every day. It's become a very flirty moment for us as she makes a big deal of showing off, and I think that's because he helped her with their self-conscious.
But if she's not,
But
if
then
they're not,
it's almost worse.
but if they're not,
isn't it?
but then
it
if
almost
they're
feels worse.
But then I'm wondering, then are they not sexually active? Because if
But that's not what we're
if she went
discussing.
from not letting him see her naked body, it's like, how do you not see the naked? It's like we have to fuck in the dark all the time.
There's a lot of people that do that.
it makes me.
That's true, but
Because he was like, "Oh, I'll go in there if you cover yourself with a towel."
he said that.
Yeah.
no, he didn't say that.
I thought he said that.
Or no, she said that.
He said that
I'll
she started
cover-
covering herself up with the towel after she got upset with him not wanting to
Yeah.
come
So
in.
doesn't that mean she backtracked
Yeah, we established that.
because of what he said?
because of what she said.
Yeah,
or what he said.
but it doesn't. You can't base if somebody's a dickhead based on the outcome of it. If I ask you, like, oh, you're gonna have another coffee,
I
and then all
am
of a sudden
saying
you have
he's
a
a
bad
dickhead
relationship with
based on what
coffee, that's
he
not my
said.
fault. What?
I am basing that he's like inconsiderate on what he said.
But yeah, but he's able to make a mistake, and the fact that he tried to rectify it after realizing that it was potentially
Well, he's
messed
asking
up.
if that was an asshole thing, and it was.
Yeah, yes, he fucked
He
up.
might not be an
but
asshole as a person,
He's asking
but what
if
he said
he's
is
asking
asshole.
if he was an asshole for, it. Or if he's
I
the
still think-
asshole. And I think generally he's not an asshole, but I think he fucked up.
I'm gonna say. Well, yeah, in this particular situation,
You have to keep
you're
it to the situation, not
you're-
in a general sense, if he's
Yeah.
an asshole or not.
Well, no, but in
He's not a
general sense
complete
of the
asshole.
situation,
As
being that where his heart was when he did this, I don't think was
His heart was grossed out.
purely malicious. I think that he had an impulsive reaction, and then it had way more ramifications than he thought it would have. But even before finding out that there were ramifications, he tried to backtrack on his impulse. So like I feel like there's a lot of other issues with him that he doesn't understand periods, and being 35, they're both probably to some degree. He's probably, even though he's saying that he helped her get out of it, he's probably in some ways a bit of a prude himself if periods are this foreign to him as well at this age, right? That it sounds like he's never had sex with somebody on their period, or
It's
or
icky.
even been around a naked woman who was on her period,
Okay.
right? If he's thinking this stuff, right? So there's probably some lack of experience there on his end as well, even though he's the one who's on the forefront of trying to get her out of her shell,
Yeah.
right? So I think that it's hard for me to call him a straight up asshole, but I do think that he definitely has some blind spots.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not a complete asshole. He's maybe like 70%, is what you're
That's
saying.
so kind of high.
Well, at the
say
point
60.
he got lazy at the point in time, and he just like kind of fell back on his impulse of going, I don't really like. Isn't that gross? I'm sorry. And the fact that he was kind of gaming while all of this was happening too,
Yeah, probably.
was also like semi-distracted, so he wasn't careful with the thought of words. Which is, yeah, I get what you're saying. He's not a complete asshole. The only instance I could say that would change this to turn him into completely not the asshole is if I faint at the sight of any little bit of blood.
That's true.
That would be the only way to be
Regardless of where it's coming from.
Well, is a woman an asshole if a dude pulls his pants down to have relations with you for the first time, and you start laughing because you have never seen a penis that shape or small?
Yeah, she's the asshole.
But then she still has sex with him and is like, oh no, it's fine. But that was her impulse. Was oh, whoa, oh.
I don't know.
I think whoever's getting their dick sucked is going to be very confused.
What is it? I mean, I'm trying to illustrate a micro peen.
Else, do you guys want to know what the general
So
consensus
you have to
was?
pout. You have to pout
I
on the
want to know
micro
because
peen,
my stance hasn't changed.
or pucker on the micro peen.
Okay, so keep in mind this is for the situation and not as a person as a whole in general.
Yes, I understand.
General consensus, asshole. According to the 3.3K people that commented on this. And the top comment says, quote, Jesus Christ. Man, I came home when my now ex went into labor so I could take her into labor and delivery at the hospital. She was crying on the edge of the tub because she wanted to be shaved before going into spread eagle before a doctor and nurses. I got on my knees and I shaved her. Asshole and all. Water broke and messy. Yes, the asshole. Life gets messy sometimes. She wasn't asking you to come drink her bath water. She was asking for you to top her off with wine, which presumably would be an act of love. You screwed the pooch here. Edit. Please don't... Oh, well, the edit doesn't really matter on that dude's comment. But I would like to go into OP's edit, and the edit reads... Reading this again the next day, I wrote it poorly. That's him saying that he wrote his post poorly. Thank you all for the comments. I've learned a lot and educated myself from your comments. I thought I was the asshole, hence making the post, so it's useful to understand why and how it all works, as I was taught that, while it's natural, it's not something to be seen. For context, we do plan to have kids, and I will be at birth, and I will do anything I can to not make her feel like that again. So everybody's right.
Yeah,
He's not.
He had a
he's
careless
not the
moment.
asshole,
Well, yeah.
but in the
Well, yeah.
situation, I'm saying like
He was.
he was the asshole for saying what he said, but
In a general
l-
sense, and he's trying to learn.
he learned
Yeah.
from being poorly,
Well, yeah, well,
like you said.
Well, yeah, it was an impulsive moment, but I'm going by because I was going by. I just don't think that it's fully fair to, especially if in what is expressed that somebody is showing remorse, and then okay, was he an asshole for I guess doing that on topping her off or whatever? Then sure, I get he had an asshole moment.
That's all
I
I'm saying
guess.
is he has an asshole moment. It
but I
wasn't
mean,
an
how
asshole
often?
personality
But I'm kind of opening the question to what level of accident is allowed? Are you allowed to be considered an asshole, or are all accidents you're allowed to be deemed an asshole? Any accident?
I don't think I think there's a difference between you're acting like an asshole and you are an asshole.
He acted like an asshole.
Yeah, he acted like an asshole in that moment,
But he's not an
asshole.
No, yeah, but it was an impulsive mistake because he rectified it so quickly. So it was a mistake. So okay, if you come,
I don't think he rectified it enough so quickly.
Why?
In that moment with that conversation.
So if
Because he still said it was gross. And upon learning throughout the comments of the post that he made,
Yeah,
he's
but
like,
then
okay, well,
but the
here's
thing-
my admission. I was taught and raised
Yeah.
that it's something that shouldn't be seen.
But where I don't agree with the top comment is just because you're in your life and how shit functions within your world that you ended up doing that kind of stuff, you can't expect that from everybody else. It's like, oh well, I had to do some crazy ass shit and deal with my wife's water breaking and blood and shaving her ripped up vagina.
Okay,
it's
well-
like, okay, cool, dude.
Let's see how. Here's the comment below that is a top comment as well. And let's see if you agree with this person. And it says, YTA, yes, you're the asshole. And it says, OP, original poster, is without a doubt 110% clearly the asshole. Let us count the ways, shall we? 1. Dude is 35 years old and sexually active with women. By now, a period should be a pretty normal dang thing. 2. He actually says, quote, maybe I'm old-fashioned, end quote. That's like saying, I'm an asshole that doesn't want to learn about things and think in new ways, end quote. 3. She wasn't inviting you for sex, and even if she was, you can do all sorts of other things. 4. OP apparently doesn't think a woman can be sexy on her time of the month. What only part of the year sees sexy? And then 5, OP made his girlfriend feel like an asshole on her most valuable time. That's just cruel. do better OP. Now, I don't agree with how
This
heavy
comment
people.
is even shittier.
Well, I don't agree with how people are going at it, but
I think that was before the edit too.
Yeah, and that these are before that he made.
Yeah, but the edit that he made, I already without the edit, that's the energy that I
you
got.
gathered. You gathered
Is
that.
what the edit illustrated. Is that he wants to do better and blah blah blah, right? And then this comment that you just read, it sounds like some defensive, like just somebody who's angry, like kind of over the top about it. Because, well, one, how he made her feel, that part sucks. But you can't assume that he's that experienced, because
No, I agree with
right?
that.
So they're assuming, oh, you're 35, you've definitely been sexually active with a bunch of women. How have you not experienced a period? At
She's
this
my first
point,
girlfriend.
it's like we don't know if this is his first girlfriend, and by his antics, it seems like that's possible, or like that he doesn't have that much experience with women. And I don't appreciate when people overly read into certain things, like the old-fashioned thing. Like, okay, like now they're deciding that that's how he meant it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, by him saying, oh, call me old-fashioned, he's saying that he's just has an old way and doesn't want to change. But the whole post was about potentially changing and trying to find out if he was wrong for this or not.
Oh yeah, and I totally agree with you on that.
So,
And I mean, my answer is how he handled it was assholey, but he's like he
he
shouldn't be deemed the asshole.
He had a lapse in judgment, and I just struggle to decide that somebody, I don't know, to
He's
call
not
it
a-
And I
a
don't
lapse in
necessarily
judgment.
agree with these top comments because, like you said, there's other variables that come into play, and hence I'm pretty sure those comments were awarded and were put at the top before
like,
his
okay,
edit.
If you were about to do doggy style with your girlfriend, right, and then she had a little bit of poop on you,
Okay.
right, and then your response was, oof, or ugh, and then she turns around and is like, oh, I don't know, you made me feel not pretty, I don't want to do this anymore. Are you the asshole?
A little bit, but
Why? I just got fucking farted on. It's open air. I might have pink eye. I can't make one fucking noise.
okay, so
I'm just
okay,
going along with this
so
ride.
okay,
I know we're
okay,
about to die on a
okay,
hill.
okay. So
I'm still gonna go with
you can't
like,
have
handle it.
that split-second decision while you're having intimate sex and you see it happen and there's a little poo on your fucking like the edge
No,
of
not
your
poo. She poots, farts on you.
Oh, fart.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about a little bit of poo. In the
Oh,
beehole.
okay, a little bit of poo.
and your reaction was
fart.
like, how was your reaction again?
Ugh.
No, it was like, ugh.
Yeah.
But granted,
Now it'd be different if you were like, you just farted on me and then continued to have sex.
Well, I can't. Why do you get to decide how I'm I'm not even deciding it. It's an impulse. See, my chair's opening because you're making me so upset.
It's an impulse. Well, I guess it depends
Wait,
on the
wait, you
person
didn't-
too, because everybody's impulse is different. If it was me, fuck, I would have that. You having a hard time right now?
Why is this open?
Because the chair is against you.
because the chair thinks you smell like poo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like just taking into a little consideration.
How
you
you
get a little
find it
poo on your
feels.
dick, dude. You get poo on your asshole all the time.
Okay, same scenario with you. But the partner hears you go, ooh. But they go, oh yeah, you like that? And they go even harder and keep farting.
Would you still be like, oh no,
Or would you go, oh no, and get out of there?
I would put my hand over the asshole part.
Just grab the cheeks and squish them.
Yeah, maybe.
That's just
That's the best
That'll
solution.
just cause a
I just
jet stream.
My
that'll
main
go
focus
from
is I
down
don't
and
want
then
it in my eyes.
Just breathe out of your mouth. Your face.
up. Yeah, that's pretty great. Like you tasted
okay.
fart for that.
No. All right, now we're on a different channel because
Oh no! I have a question. I don't want to throw your guys' personal life out
No,
there.
do it.
no. Hey,
So
calm
how'd you
down.
react?
Wait, no. I have always detested the notion that if something smells bad, just breathe through your mouth.
Oh, no,
I don't
yeah.
want to taste it.
No, yeah, I agree.
You don't want to get
on
it
that
caught in your teeth?
Like I hate that. Like I remember,
Tastes like
I forgot
ketchup
who
and
I was
onions.
with, but we were passing like a nasty dumpster. I was like, oh shit, that smells like shit. I was like, oh, just breathe through your mouth. No. Why would I want more of that stinky air in my body, through
'Cause
my
it-
mouth, and then to taste it?
So what do? You just hold your breath?
No. Either hold my breath or just deal with the smell.
Aren't you just dealing with the smell by breathing it in
don't-
through your mouth?
Yeah, but tasting it is worse. Like that makes me
You can
more
taste the
nauseous.
smell.
Yeah.
It has to be a really bad smell, though.
Do you know how to breathe through your mouth and not taste the smell that's happening around you?
Yes, it's still fucked up. I don't know. I don't like that.
Well, no. Eventually, you
Is
get
it the-
used to the smell. I know that. I've been in Cleveland's sewage treatment facility for like 2 14-hour days.
But I think you're bringing more of whatever it is that's smelling
Into your
that's probably like not good for you in your system. That's my feeling. And the whole point in breathing in my nose is even though it stinks, I'm filtering it with my nose hairs.
well, not everyone is
that
as
much.
nose hair gifted as
Not
you
that
are.
much.
Because I'd rather.
Yes, definitely that much.
No.
Yeah, you could look it up scientifically.
I usually just breathe like this. Like
No.
I go ooh,
No.
but then I start doing a
Okay.
controlled breathing, almost as if like I'm in Demon Slayer doing fucking breath exercises because I'm like
Water breathing technique 5.
because I'm more or less focused on exhaling slower and minimizing how much I'm taking in.
Mouth breathers get sick 30% more than people who breathe through their nose.
That's not because of smells, though.
That's because of
No,
the,
but that's my whole point is that I don't want to. It's not
He
the
doesn't
smell.
wanna
I don't want to
inhale
inhale something that
particles.
smells bad that possibly has shit that's going to make me sick.
I'm just trying to tell you how to not taste things as you breathe in the bad smell.
But if I'm
Okay.
passing by a dumpster that smells like shit, why would I breathe it through my mouth?
We got your point.
Well, no, we
Yeah.
get your point, but it's the fact that you don't want to smell it, or
that
you do.
No, I don't want to smell it, but I'd rather smell it than start breathing through my mouth.
I want to hear
Because he was telling me to
Zach's
just
question.
breathe in farts through my mouth.
Yeah, but that's when the farts.
That-
like,
I was
right
making a
there in your
joke.
face.
But that's where it came from.
You're in an
That's what I'm
open
saying.
space and you smell it because you're not going to be like, oh, that's a bad smell. Walk over to the dumpster. Yeah, I'd rather smell it with my nose.
I mean,
No, you're far away from-
inhaling-
If you can
Hence that
smell
smell.
it, that means that the particles are in your vicinity. They're able to get into your system.
Okay.
What else are you smelling?
No, I know.
Now-
Yeah,
now
you're
I'm
right.
trying to think of
but
is it more likely to get pink eye breathing fart or doo-doo particles through your mouth or through your nose?
No, it has to get
Because-
in your eye.
Well, I know, but it's all still connected. How much fart
No,
do
it
you
has
have to
to-
breathe in
I
to
want to
get
know
pink
your
eye?
question, Zach.
None.
me too.
The
I wanna know your
actual
answers.
poo particles have to get into the eye. You could eat a piece of shit and not get pink eye.
But could you snort a line of shit and not get pink eye?
Not if you're not able if your nasal
Because it's all still
strength-
connected.
If your nasal
don't know.
strength isn't strong enough to get it all just in the nose, and then when it's pulling it up, no, you probably would get pink eye.
Yeah, because I'm thinking because there's people with like fetishes and shit too. Now I'm just thinking of people who have fart fetishes.
I don't want to talk about farts.
And
Well, my question revolves around one particular.
if you're sucking in a fart and you
What
and
fart?
that and you like sneeze
We were just
or
talking
like you
about
do that
this.
like weird sinus thing, I'm just trying to think of like when you shoot milk out your nose or something like that, like your sinuses get all fucked and you even feel it in your eyes sometimes. What if that happens with a fart? You could get pink eye.
That if you sneeze a fart. So if your
As you're
eyes
sucking in a fart and
are
you sneeze
vacuum
and go,
sealed, if your eyes are vacuum sealed, nothing's getting into the lens, right? Nothing's getting past the lids. But then you have poo in here, and then you sneeze, and then it's getting buried into the sinuses over here, and you think it's coming out of your eyes in here. I think
Yeah.
the only way is for it to be through the tear ducts. I don't think it's going to come out of your sinuses.
Kind of like how people like
Unless you're
shoot milk out of their
crying-
eyes.
Uh-huh.
But it would have to be.
How
poop.
do they do that?
I don't know. They have just control over like their sinuses.
Yeah,
and
okay.
shit.
Yeah, maybe if that comes into play, then pink eye is perhaps possible.
Okay. Well,
I don't know the mechanics of that.
Okay. If anyone that listens to us is into fart play, just wear goggles. To avoid.
Okay, so
to avoid
Zach, your
pink eye.
question?
Zach, what's your question? We'll get away from the farts.
Well, no, I think he's going to bring up a fart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one particular fart. How'd you react to the fart that was in your face?
I did. Yeah, I was like, ugh.
But in a playful way, right?
Okay, yeah, but I didn't have to do it via text.
He was just like, you farted on me.
Well, I was like, well, no, okay. You want me to?
You
walk
weren't
through it?
lying.
Okay, I'll do the whole
put
thing.
the whole scenario, okay?
I was playfully putting her legs up and then pretending to be a dog licking peanut butter off of the area. And then I guess the pressure that I put caused.
So you knowingly went into said area that there is a slight chance of some flagellants that might
There could
happen
have been.
Yeah. Okay.
at any point in time.
Sure. What? That's the risk that
You're-
all of us take when we decide to munch
Yeah.
puss. Okay, which is not what I was
The
even
same-
doing. It was,
Yeah, it
there
was
When you
pretend.
pants on.
Yeah.
suck a dick too.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But then, how mad do you guys get
Toss a salad.
when that happens? Though you're not troopers.
I have not gotten
Okay.
mad at all.
Because I never did it to you. What are you talking about?
I wouldn't be mad. Well, you got
I've
freaked
made-
out when you're like, is that a queef or is that a fart? I need
Okay.
to know.
All right, let me explain. No. Okay, so what happened is I get down there and then I hear, okay, you're jumping stuff.
It's irrelevant.
We're gonna get there.
Okay.
All right, so
Told you this was going to be great.
I get into position, just joking around. Hey,
Y'all know too
There's
much
not even
personal shit about
any-
each other, man.
I don't want to know this stuff.
There's
And then-
this is not a sexual time though. It's just
Yeah,
a
no, this
joke.
is just playing around.
Yeah, so then,
obviously.
okay, but then I just hear,
We just ate
my face is
breakfast.
here. My face is here. 6 inches.
You were not
four-
that close.
Yes, I was like 6 inches
no,
away.
No, you were. A
I was
good
here.
8, okay. 8
Okay,
to
you're
10.
gonna get on me for 2 inches.
Makes
I
a
was here.
difference. You pushed my legs up and then
I said that. Who's telling the story? Me? Okay. So push the legs up. Understand.
Yes.
I'm here. In the face, and I'm like, oh. Was that a queef? And then she was like, no, it's fart. I farted. And I was like, So I had to ask first to find out, only because there was risk of pink eye with the fart. Queef, I'm safe.
Yes.
So I didn't
Well,
have an
but-
adverse reaction until I realized we were out of the queef zone and in the brown zone.
An adverse reaction is not the same as an impulse, because impulsively, if you were the type that were like,
That would be
is
fair.
different from, was that a queef or a
it
fart?
didn't even smell. It was just air.
Well, no, okay, but my original reaction was, and then I was, and I backed up real quick, and then I was like, but that's me who is generally comfortable, and my only issue is poo particles,
Well, yeah,
right?
I
and
respect
the
poo
reason
particles.
I also had hesitancy to even have an issue, or even think, the reason that I had initially thought that it was a queef was because during actual sexy time, which we were talking about this stuff very loud, I'm realizing, and my parents are still in the house, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Sex.
Sexy time was on my period though.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know, but I don't have an issue with that. I'm not this guy. So
Well,
we
I'm
were.
just saying
I,
queefing is more prevalent.
yeah, I
right?
got you. You explained the
Okay.
whole thing to me. Science, we all know. So we were, it was about that time, right? And then, so I was pulling off the pants, trying to get into the position, and I hear pop, 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 right? And then I was like, oh. And so my reaction at that time was, what was that? And then she was like, Oh, it's a queef. I was like, okay, cool. Because there's no poop particles with that. I'm
Well,
cool
yeah.
with pussy particles. That's fine. I've never heard of that causing pink eye.
If it did, you'd be like, ugh,
yeah.
pussy particles.
Yes.
Do you have a theory as to why God put a playground right next to a sewage plant?
To test your faith. You know
I think
I think
just
those-
holes are. It just makes it easier.
I think the both are one and the same.
There you go.
Good for you, dude. But
There were,
because he doesn't mind getting
we were
caca
not
on his
naked
tongue.
either. We
And-
weren't naked. There was clothing blocking the poop particles.
And for the record, I don't get caca on my tongue.
yeah, he does. But so, you lick the toes of somebody who's walked multiple miles and then stepped all over our house with kitty litter all over it.
That was to freak the fuck you out.
Yeah, it did. It was gross, but
And it was worth every
But that's what I'm
fucking lick.
saying. I couldn't do that with my tongue just for a joke.
He has
in any kind of
trauma
way.
from
I'm
that.
not putting.
No, I know.
I
And guess what? I'm fine.
Play-Doh doesn't go
fine.
around my lips. I don't even put chapstick on because it reminds me of what I imagine Play-Doh would taste like, and it makes me gag. That's why I just go with the dry lips. So I'm working with my personal traumas,
No,
and you guys are
that's
coming
fine.
at me.
I'm not coming at you.
I haven't said a word. This is like the longest I've gone without saying anything. The last thing I said literally was sex as a joke.
Alex
coming
feels
at you.
very passionate about this.
So did
Everyone-
we Trump Henry?
Everyone
Does that count?
has.
Oh!
No, I didn't. You guys are having this conversation back and forth. That's why I wasn't
Fair
talking.
enough.
And that's how we trumped you.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
It's
count.
too.
Fucker. Just give us one win, man.
Well, no, that I was giving you guys. This is the longest I've gone without talking. I was, but I'm not bashing you for anything, man.
I'm not bashing you
thank
for
you.
anything either.
I don't believe you. but
Everyone has their isms.
I was just asking questions.
Like,
I'm just trying to.
all smug. You're like, but why though? I'm not saying nothing. Toe.
I didn't have any. None of that was said. I didn't have that.
That was
face.
so dramatic.
Let me see those feet.
Yeah. Let me see those feet.
That's why you pull out your nose hairs, because the stink gets trapped on them.
No,
You're like, oh god, that smells so bad.
I'm gonna get pink eye from my nose.
Not today, Satan. No.
Oh
pink eye for
shit,
me.
that one's white.
I told you you had white nose hairs.
Thanks for joining us, Odd Squad.
Yep.
Alex
I think that's where
started getting gray nose hairs. That's
Oh no.
how old we are. Fuck. Please give us a 5-star review if you like what you've heard. If you had to shut it off and for some reason you're listening to us now because of the grossness, maybe, I don't know. Give it a shot. Just broaden your horizons. Be more open-minded.
I agree.
And love every second of life because we're all living on borrowed time.
Yeah, we're all dying a slow,
Painful.
boring death.
This is not my life. My death is not super boring.
So
I never said it was
laugh
boring,
with
it's
us.
just slow. We're all dying right now. It's just super slow.
All
Some more
right.
than others.
Thank you guys. Sorry for your mortality. See you guys next week. Bye bye.
Peace, woot.